class. Today we are going to look at IELTS writing. What we are going to look at today. IELTS writing, most students don't usually get up to band 8 or band 9 as a result of some errors. I want to encourage students to unlearn to learn. Unlearn whatever you know, and now you learn the IELTS writing. But there's what the examiner looks out for that can make you to get higher bands. Now, IELTS writing is divided into task 1 and task 2. Task 1 is about 20 minutes and task 2 is about 40 minutes. We are going to emphasize on task 2, the one of 40 minutes. I want us to know that in doing the task 2, that is 40 minutes, it is advisable. Task 2 we know is 250 words and task 1 is 150 words. For task 2 is 250 words, it is recommended you write at least 250 words. Let's say between 250 words to 280 words. The first paragraph should be at least between 30 to 50 words. So it's better that when you're after writing the first paragraph, you count to make sure you don't exceed. The examiner is not interested in the length of your essay, but as I said previously, it must be 250 words or above 250 words. But your essay must contain context. The examiner is interested in a coherence and cohesion. How organized and what planned is your essay? That's what the examiner is interested in, and not about the length of words. There are key things the examiner is interested in. Like I said, task 2 is 40 minutes. It is suggested you can use 5 minutes out of 40 minutes to organize and plan your work. Plan your work. When you are giving an essay, plan and organize what you actually want to put in, the ideas you want to put in. When you are giving an essay to write, don't just jump in and begin to write. You plan yourself so that your ideas will link, because the examiner is interested in the organization of your work. That is cohesion and cohesiveness. What the examiner is interested in. And we know in IELTS writing task 2, we have different tasks. We have agreements, stroke disagreements. We have advantages, stroke disadvantages. We also have discussing 2 points of view, 2 points of view, 2 points of view. I'm sorry, my bodies. I'm giving your own opinion. I'm giving your own opinion. Then there is profiling a solution to a problem. Then we also have answering 2 questions. We also have answering 2 questions. However, most time the essays in task 2 are usually agreement and disagreement. Now I will focus on agreement and disagreement. But before I look at agreement and disagreement, let us first of all look at what an essay is all about. An essay is divided into 3 parts. We have the introduction, we have the main body, and we have the conclusion. The introduction is divided into the background statement and the thesis statement. While in the main body, we have at least 2 paragraphs. That's the second paragraph and the third paragraph. Then we have the conclusion. Now, what is the introduction? The introduction which contains the background statement and the thesis statement. It gives a write-up of that is what a summary of what you are going to write about. That is the thesis statement. A summary of what you are going to write about. We have the thesis statement. And with that introduction, we have the thesis statement and what we call the main ideas. I repeat, in the introduction, we have the background statement, the thesis statement, which also goes along with the main ideas. The thesis statement tells us what the whole essay is all about. It addresses the task. As I told us before, the various tasks is agreement or disagreement, advantages to disadvantages, discussing 2 points of view and giving your own opinion, profiling a solution to a problem, answering 2 questions. So when you are giving an essay, the introduction contains the thesis statement and the main ideas. And as I said, the thesis statement is a summary of what the essay is going to be all about and also addresses the task. That is, addresses the task. It is agreement or disagreement. It addresses what you are supposed to do. For example, you might be given something to write on and be told, to what extent do you agree? Do you agree or disagree? So that is the task. Now, talking about the main body. The main body contains the paragraphs. Every paragraph has what we call a topic sentence. Every paragraph has what we call a topic sentence. We have the topic sentence and the supporting details. The supporting details. The main body, that is the paragraph. Each paragraph has a topic sentence and the supporting details. The supporting details are what the idea to use to develop the topic sentence for that particular paragraph. Recall, I said introduction has the thesis statement followed by the main idea. And each of the main idea forms a paragraph. And it is that paragraph that we have the topic sentence and the supporting details. The supporting details is what develops that particular paragraph. It's talking on a particular issue. Then I want us to know that a topic sentence can be either at the beginning or at the middle or at the end of a paragraph. Then we have a third paragraph. You know, we have one paragraph under introduction. The second paragraph is saying something else on the main idea. A third paragraph still in the main body is talking about a different thing altogether. It also has its own topic sentence and the supporting details. As I said earlier, the supporting details is what builds up the particular paragraph. And this is why it is expected before you write, you plan yourself. Plan your idea. Don't just start writing. Plan your ideas and organize. Know how to link your ideas together so that the examiner will know what you are talking about. Now, coming to the conclusion. The conclusion is actually a summary. It's a restatement. We call it a restatement or a restatement of the introduction or a summary of the ideas put in another language. I want us to know that when you start your introduction, please always paraphrase. Do not use the examiner's words. Always paraphrase. For example, we could say, let me give an illustration. We could say, flogging children should be banned. We could say, flogging of children in school should be banned. example, flogging of children in schools should be banned. You are not told, to what extent do you agree? Or do you agree or disagree? Or to what extent do you agree? Now, this is the examiner's words. We can decide to rephrase it. You paraphrase it in your own language. The word flogging can be paraphrased. Even children can be paraphrased. Schools can be paraphrased. Bands can be paraphrased in our own language. If we don't want to paraphrase flogging, which could also be known as beating, we could say flogging of children in educational institutions. You can see I've now used educational institutions for schools. Flogging of children in educational institutions should be prohibited. I could also say beating of children in educational facilities should be prohibited. Even corporal punishment in terms of flogging of children in educational institutions should be prohibited. So you can see that I have now used words in the same, it still has the same contextual meaning. But one thing is to paraphrase, and that is that it does not deviate from the contextual meaning. So you have to be very careful in paraphrasing. When it comes to conclusion, as I said before, conclusion, I said, is a restatement of the introduction or a summary of all the ideas. And when you are using your conclusion could be in form of summary. It could also be in form of generalization. It could also be in form of prediction. It could also be in form of asking a question. So it will determine how you want your conclusion to be. And as I said earlier, there are keywords the examiner is looking out for. So it is not just to just write an essay, but to be conscious of what you are writing in your essay. I want us, the viewers, to like or subscribe to this video.